Good day YouTube, I've just taken out the Scorpion Lord in my 4th attempt. I know the results flatter me. I acknowledge from my first 3 attempts that this is one very difficult boss to handle. His attacks are very aggressive, he do shit ton of damage. If you're not careful, in the long range he can decimate your health in just 1 or 2 attacks. So very tough situation to be in, and this is how I do it, okay? Generally, he reminds me quite a fair bit of the Yellow Wind stage, and I do quite well against bosses like this, which requires me to be very adrenaline driven, very aggressive. I don't do so well in battles against the Tiger Vanguard, the Yellow Loom, which requires me to be more tactical, more patient, and to use the correct spells and skills at the right time. I'm not so mechanically gifted. I'm the kind that goes in wham bam thank you ma'am and then get the battle over and done with. So my build is as follow. I go in with a golden armor set. Most of the people in the community, especially on Reddit, swear by this set, and I think it's really actually pretty good. And then for my sparks itself, I max out on critical damage. Same thing for my curios. I maxed out the Pluck of the Many skill line with all the sparks that I have, and also for transformation I switch out my red type for the yellow loom. I also put in all the sparks to ensure that the transformation for yellow loom can happen in the soonest possible fashion. But honestly, this battle is going to be so fast either way, right, that you're probably not going to have a second chance with your Pluck of the Many or your transformation. Okay, you got to go in with your strongest, start with a bang. So right at the start, I will use Pluck of the Many, go in, and then after that follow up with the Wind Tamer Vessel to both stun him and to up my attack power. At this stage right now, I will still want to remain in my monkey mode, going with my smash stance. You should have your smash stance fully maxed out because it is very aggressive and is very good in situations like this where you're just spamming and monkeying all over him, and hopefully you get all your 3 focal point attacks landing in. Once your monkey's time is up, only then do you go into your transformation into your either red type or yellow loom, because you want to stagger your ability this way and not use everything in one shot lah, in that sense. With the yellow loom, right now what you need to do is to evade his attacks, obviously, even though yellow loom is quite durable, but the Scorpion Lord's attacks really land heavy, okay? You want the transformation to last as long as possible. Once you're up close to him and you have successfully dodged his attack, you start to repeat your light and your heavy attack and alternate the 2 of them. Why I alternate the light and heavy attack is because you build up focus points for the yellow loom by doing a see-through. Now I'm not so mechanically gifted where I can do a see-through on demand, so what I do is that I alternate between light and heavy, and I will have a 50-50% chance of getting a see-through. You know, your see-through it happens when you're able to coincide your heavy attack together with your opponent's attack. So I will at least get 1 focal point and sometimes 2 in the course of this transformation using this tactic. So as I alternate between the 2, and the attack also feels quite fluid, which is why I do it, I managed to get 1 focal point, and sometimes I feel that in retrospect I should have waited for a second focal point, because the damage that Yellow Loom does, is exponential when his focal point build up. 3 focal points is going to do a lot more damage than 2, and then same thing, 2 is going to do a lot more damage than 1. But anyway, I did my special attack and I still have quite a bit of health left, and you can see I'm like spamming and draining and staggering Scorpion Lord until he is down to like maybe 40% of his health or so. And this is the last part, that once the transformation ended, I go into Cloud Step where I can rest a bit and then heal up. My healing potions should be in abundance right now because I have not used any of them up to this point. And then this is after I healed up, go in, no regrets, stay close to him. His long range attacks are very erratic and very hard to avoid. I want to stay close to him as far as possible and hope that he doesn't do his massive roll dodge away. And if he does that, I will want to chase him. This is the stage where you do not need to conserve your mana anymore. Use it for immobilization, use it for Cloud Step. You're not going to be able to cast Pluck of the Many because the battle will be over soon. Use all the spells to your advantage, use your Wandering White as well, and I wish you all the best for the rest of your battle with Scorpion Lord. Okay, it worked for me, my critical damage does the trick. I hope it does the same for you as well. That's all for me, see you in the next video guys, thank you and goodbye.